Hey, my name's Jay with Secure Exchanges. We are a cybersecurity firm based out of Canada, and we focus specifically on email security. My goal here today is to teach you more about email security, why you need a email security strategy and solution now, and why it is imperative for your protection and security for both your organization and your clients. Let's get right into it. So firstly, secure exchanges. We've been in the business for about 10 years now. We work and integrate with Google, Microsoft, Google Gmail, Microsoft Outlook, and we're also SOC 2 Type 2 certified, which is the highest level of certification and security in the space. Also, we have over 9,000 global clients. So let's get into email. So why is email important? Well, over 347 billion emails were sent per day just last year in 2023. This number is continuously increasing. We can see that by 2026, we have around 400 billion emails being sent per day. And a big piece of all this is 90% of cyber attacks start with email. And three-quarters of businesses in 2022 suffered a ransomware attack, which costs about 30 billion just last year in costs. About 60% of consumers are avoiding doing businesses that have had a data breach in the previous year, and 70% of clients believe that companies are just not trustworthy. They don't feel that their personal data is being protected. So there's a lot of threats that happen through email, such as phishing, spear phishing, business email compromise, BEC, ransomware, malware, and viruses, and then man-in-the-middle attacks. Now, my goal today is not to go in through all these. There's a lot more threats. We definitely do have live webinars happening every couple months. Feel free to join that. We dive deeper into these threats and how to prevent yourself in these threats and what they look like specifically. You can also schedule a one-on-one, and I'll be happy to kind of walk this through with you. But my goal today is specifically email and what that looks like for you and your business and your clients. So, what is the problem right now? Well, the main problem is sending and receiving confidential information. Maybe you're a law firm, maybe you're an accountant firm, maybe you're in HR or some other type of business function where you're dealing with confidential information, uh, data that needs to be secure both internally and externally with your clients, right? Perhaps right now you have some solutions in place, but maybe they're not completely effective or bulletproof. And so maybe you have a custom portal, right? The problem with portals are, although they can be good, the problems are they're quite costly to build initially, and then you need to train your staff, you need to train your clients to use it, you need to give access to your clients need to set up an account to use it. They oftentimes forget their passwords. It's not the best user friendly experience, as they now need to use another tool altogether. We also have third-party solutions such as Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft SharePoint, and a whole list of others. Although these can be okay, you don't have any ownership, or and you can't necessarily control any of these measures. You're kind of handcuffed to the third-party solution. Oftentimes, these are not cost-effective either, as they have monthly subscriptions per user that can oftentimes be quite expensive. Also, you have to give your access rights to your clients when you're exchanging those details, and then you also have to take away those permissions uh, after the business has been done. So not the best user experience as well. And often, what do you do if these services go down? Do you have a plan B in place? And then we have your traditional paper or mail solutions. Now we all know this is not um, the best user experience. This is quite inefficient and costly too. Printing, ink, storage, all these kind of things are not the greatest. What do you do if something gets stolen, misplaced? It's not secure, and it's definitely not the way to go. And then we know about email. It is the number one method of communication, but it is not necessarily always secure, especially if you don't have a solution in place. So let's look at what you can do and what that looks like. So traditionally, people think email goes from A to B, but actually, email goes through a whole bunch of various mazes, servers, and this is why email, although can be quick, it is not the most secure. As you can see with going through all these mazes, um, uh, it opens up a lot of threats and vulnerabilities, which exposes your organization, your clients to cybercrime and cyber threats mentioned earlier. So how do we help? Well, secure exchanges, we encrypt that whole process, end-to-end encryption, secure encrypted communication. What we do, we like to call ourselves the digital armored truck. We're like a Brinks truck, a bank truck, if you will. And what we do is encrypt that information. We don't see the communication at all. It's fully encrypted. You're protected the full journey of the email. So, what are some of the things that we do here? Well, we you can use your current email service provider. So maybe you were with Gmail or Microsoft Outlook. We're fully integrated, full end-to-end encryption, and we also help with heavy file transfer. So no more having to zip your files. No more having to zip your files and then create a password and having to, have your clients remember that password or create a share drive or a Google Drive and all these kind of other, things. It's not the best user experience. It's slow. It's cumbersome. It's not efficient. We also provide digital signature right within the email. You don't have to use a third-party tool like DocuSign, Adobe Sign, PandaDoc, any of this. Also, digital signature is fully end-to-end encrypted. Unlike e-signature, which some of these other solutions provide, e-signature is not encrypted. It is not safe. All right. What is logs? Well, full end-to-end visibility, traceability. You'll be able to see exactly when someone that you sent an email to opened it, received it, interacted or downloaded attachments or files, you'll be able to see that. We have Cesar, Secure Exchange Send and Receive Encrypted Vault. So if you're having a server and you need some automation, we can help you there. We have various custom solutions, fully encrypted. And then we have our Vulnerability Scan. Today, you can check your inbox and see if it's healthy, if there has some threats, some gaps, and what that looks like completely for free with our vulnerability scan. So let's get right into um, the live demo. And during this demo, we'll be able to show you exactly what our seamless technology, patented technology can do for you and your organization. And most importantly, how it can protect the privacy and security and confidential data of your clients.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks. Awesome presentation. Now, everyone, to the good part where you get to see secure exchanges in action. So I have right now, I'm using Microsoft Outlook for this demonstration. And if you notice, it's exactly the same thing that you're using every day if you're using Microsoft Outlook. The only difference is the toolbar right at the top here. You'll see it says now secure exchanges. You want to click on that. So when you first get a secure exchange and you're logged in, you'll have the option to see that you'll see either enabled or disabled. That'll be obviously enabled to let you know that the secure exchange is active. You have a couple of options here, which I'll go over as well. You have the opening logs, your settings that you have, your vulnerability scan, which Jay mentioned. I'll give you a little bit of a demonstration of what that looks like as well, and how your licenses is active and which version you have. So I'm going to start to show you how you're going to send an email. Now, say you have a client that would like to receive, you would like to send a document, for example, a non-disclosure agreement. You're going to make the steps like you normally do when you're sending an email. You're going to click on a new email, and you're going to go to the person that you're sending the email to. Please review documents. And now you're going to attach the document. You can either use this paper file right here, or you can use the included paper clip, whichever one you decide to do. And either way, they're going to prompt you to do the next step, which I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to put, hi, Sherilyn. Please review it. I'm going to attach the document. It's an NDA. And now the next step is click send. Again, this is very similar to what you're doing today. There's just one added additional step, which is not complicated at all. You're going to click send, and then this little window pops up. In this window, this is where the Secure Exchange real magic begins. You're going to see the security options. You have the option to protect the entire message or only the attachment. What that means is the entire message, the entire email will be encrypted, or just the attachment here. We suggest that, you may want to just only secure the attachment so that you give some context to the person that's receiving the email so they know it's receiving from you, and you can put whatever message you're here. Or if it's really something confidential, then you can encrypt the entire message as well. Then you can secure the email you're sending out even further with a password or an SMS code that goes to a mobile device. You then have the option to limit the amount of times that when the email will be open and when it would expire. Kind of like in Mission Impossible, after 30 seconds, the email or the message will explode. The CEO is working on that feature, don't you worry. But this is an option as well. Then you have the message, English or French. Okay, now you're going to click send with Secure Exchanges. So this is very simple. Again, if you notice, the only step that there was is how secure do you want the email to be, which is important because that's why you want to keep your information as well as your client's information private. And this is one of the ways to do it. So you're going to see that the email is received. You can open that up, your client, and they're going to click on the button right here that says to review the document. They open that, and voila. Now, this is amazing because you can brand this document and the whole Secure Exchanges as your own. So that's why you put your logo here. The client will then see the message that you sent them a document to review, and then they simply just open the attachment. Another thing that my colleague Jay mentioned during the presentation is that you don't have to go into a different portal. There's no third-party solution. There's no login. There's no password. It's just a simple, easy way for you to send a confidential document securely, and your clients can receive them and open them without having to log in or do a forget password or anything like that to be able to see the document. So just click the document, your client, they would then open it up, and they can then receive the document and review it. Okay? So that's how you send a document. Now I want to show you another popular, or my personal favorite, is receiving documents from your clients. Now, we all have accountants. I'm hoping that we all do our taxes. We do insurance, either home insurance or your vehicle insurance. Some of us have lawyers, and we're constantly sending private information over, such as photo ID, T4, W4 slips, bank statements, etc. All this kind of information over to an outside party. And most of the time, as Jay mentioned, email is the easiest way to send it. Well, how are our clients sending that information? This is one of the ways that our accountants, lawyers, mortgage companies can definitely send a secure envelope to your client so they can now upload these documents into the Microsoft Outlook email that you're sending them, and it's 100% encrypted. So let me show you how that works. You click New, and at the top here, you have the buttons I was mentioning earlier. You have send a confidential envelope, which is that envelope which I'm going to show you. You can request a credit card number, and that's another secure way to send it. And then you also have the sending an envelope to encrypt the document that you're sending with an SMS code and however you want to proceed with. Today, we're going to show you how to send an envelope to receive documents. So this is, we'll click there to upload the documents. Please upload documents. And you're going to send that off to your client, Sherilyn, as easy as that. Then you click send, and voila, that was that easy. So now you're going to wait for your clients to upload the documents. They're going to see when you're opening the email so that they received it. And once that happens, they're going to upload their documents, just like this. They're going to see you want them to upload their documents. They're going to click on this envelope. And again, this is 100% secure and encrypted. They're going to see your logo, so they'll feel confident, sleep well at night that they're sending this information to their accountant, lawyers, or whoever is going to be receiving this information. They're going to click attach. They're going to upload their T4 slips. Hello there. I have uploaded my T4. And I'm going to click send. Wow, that was that easy. Did not take time. I didn't have to log into anything. Once again, I know I keep repeating it, but I just wanted you to understand how easy that is. And this is all happening in Outlook. Now the client will see this message with your branding on it, say encryption in process, encryption completed, and the encrypted message was sent successfully. So that makes the client feel very good about knowing that their information is being protected. Another part of this demonstration that I'd like to show you is how our digital signature works. Now, this is also included in the Secure Exchange offering. And it makes it very easy. Again, this is all within Outlook. You're not going into a third-party tool. So let me show you how that works. So you see that your Secure Exchanges, right? Just click here. And you're going to go New. And you're going to click here where it says Signature because you want to have someone sign. So I'm going to write here, please sign document. Hello, Carolyn. Please sign the attached document. I'm going to click signature. Once again, I'm going to upload the Ontario NDA document, and I'm going to click send. If you notice, you have all the same steps. The only difference here is the electronic signature option, where you have to define the signatory areas, similar to what you have to do in DocuSign, Adobe Sign, or any of those types of electronic signatures or document signature tools. This is the same thing. I will show you how that works. You just click Define Signatures. And you see that you have the ability to have the signatories at the top. So if you needed to sign or if you need to have multiple signatories, you would define these areas and you'll have the drop down here. So you're going to click all the way down to the bottom where you need to see the signature. So you're going to go click here for signature, and then you're going to make sure that you want to put a date. And it's that easy. Okay, so any other areas that needs to be signed, you can define that here. You're going to click apply. And you're going to see the check mark letting you know that all the areas have been defined. If you still see the X, that means that you haven't all defined all the signatory areas. Then you're going to click send. Super easy. You're not going into a third-party tool. You're not dragging and dropping anything into another system. Everything, again, is happening within Outlook. The client will receive the documents. They're going to open that up. They're going to see, please sign the document. Once again, they're going to open the attachment. And they will see the document has been uploaded. And your branding, simple as this. They're going to open the attachment. They have the ability to create their signature by either typing, tracing, or sending an image. So we'll do a type. Beautiful signature. Then I'm going to use that. And there you go. Voila. That's simple. I have signed, and they will know on the other end, the person that sent the document, that the signatories have signed, and they'll have that kind of traceability. So you just come out of here and we will go to the next step, which is the vulnerability scan. Now, in secure exchanges, you have many options in the toolbar. So I mentioned these as here. You have the initiate chat, link, or SMS. You can have documents only. Opening logs is where you can see what's happening, who opened the emails, tracking, if there's more than one person, if there's any type of kind of situations where you should be concerned about how long they've been opening, all of that will be tracked here. Settings is where you'd go in and decide on how you want your secure exchanges to be set up. So you could set this up and make any changes at any time in the settings area. And then the vulnerability scan gives you the ability to go through a local inbox and see what kind of information that could be critical, sensitive, could put your business or your clients' personal information at risk. You can go and see what kind of information is sitting on a local inbox. So you just check all these boxes or just select all, and then you would display results. Sorry, you press scan and then display results, and then you would get this report. This report will break it down on the low risk, high, medium risk, high risk of the type of information sitting locally. If you notice in this situation, there's a lot of information sitting on the network, about network. Then there's a lot of information about passwords. This is not good information to be sitting out there for cyber criminals to take advantage of, especially here, high risk of credit cards. That's not good. And then you have the pie chart that really breaks it down and gives you the description and then exactly what's going on in the inbox with the scan, vulnerability scan report. So this is something that you can use anytime. It's free to use and it's very easy to install. So you can just check and see what is going on in your organization. I know that a lot of owners or apartment heads definitely would tell their employees to have certain processes in places where you would make sure that you're not doing things that could put your client or your big company at risk. But let's be honest, sometimes people don't pay attention, they don't realize, or they have critical information on their computer or sitting in their inbox. It happens, but this is just a way to make sure that you could identify where some leaks are and definitely fix it. But with secure exchanges, everything that you're sending, things that you're receiving can all have the option to encrypt every single thing, or you can protect the most sensitive information from any type of cyber attacks. Now, if you're looking to get signed up with secure exchanges and you would like to get an opportunity to leverage this great, phenomenal tool, you could take advantage of our 30-day free trial. You could test out the vulnerability scan, or you can simply just message us and say, hey, I'd like to get some more information, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you for joining the call today.